Hey, this is John O'Brien. I'm in Memphis, and I'm actually in the spot where Dr. King came in for the last time. I was here doing a 1MBB event with Mayor Strickland and SBA Administrator Guzman to create 1 million new black businesses over 10 years by 2030. And this is one of the cities where we've got commitments from the mayor to create 500 plus businesses. But when Dr. King was assassinated, he was in Memphis pushing the Poor People's Campaign with my mentor Andrew Young and Rob Abernathy and others. And when he flew into Memphis, if you look at the photo I'm going to post with this video, you'll see he flew in right here. His car was right here, coming out of this entrance right here, right? You'll see that his car was parked right here. And you'll see the airport looks exactly the same as it did then. Now, to credit for to Memphis Airport Authority, the inside on the Delta side is actually new and beautiful. I've never seen it before. But part of this airport looks exactly the way it did back then, which means it needs reinvestment. This is one of those areas. This area here, literally, this area hasn't changed since the 60s. I'm not sure what to say about that. As his great historical purposes, beyond that, they need to upgrade it. Okay, a little bit of history. Operation Hope, myself, led by me and Brian Jordan, the CEO of First Horizon Bank, actually got the Airport Authority to acknowledge that this was Dr. King's last flight, and it got them to put up a placard recognizing Dr. King and his movement here, and acknowledging that this was his last flight. It was done, photos by Ernest Withers, but it was done at the request of Operation Hope and First Horizon Bank and Brian Jordan, my friend Brian Jordan, who got me connected to the Airport Authority here. This is it. Check that out. Check that out. Isn't that beautiful? You gotta recognize your heroes. You gotta give them credit. You know, you gotta make sure that people are getting the acknowledgement they so rightly deserve, right? And this is one of those experiences. On April 3rd, 1968, Reverend Dr. King Jr., the leader of the modern civil rights movement, landed at Memphis, which followed the airport. It won't be his last trip, his last speech, and his last full day on Earth. Prior to leaving Atlanta, airline officials halted King's flight because of a bomb threat. After no explosive devices were found, King proceeded to Memphis to support the city's striking sanitation workers. Upon his arrival, reporters besieged King and asked him about the previous week's chaotic march and a pending injunction by Memphis city officials to prevent another march. Later that night, he delivered his I Have Been to the Mountaintop speech at Mason Temple. We as a people will get to the promised land, he said. On April 4th, James L. Ray assassinated King, probably him and others, by the way, as he stood on the balcony outside room 306 of the Rain Hotel, also in London, now part of the National Civil Rights Museum complex in downtown Memphis. When you come to Memphis, come here and check this out. It's got these original photos by the Withers family, and I'm going to try to get them to put up a photo that memorializes the actual events of this memorial event itself. By the way, that's the photo I was talking about with Dr. King. Check that out outside the airport. That's what I just showed you. It looks exactly the same. And of course, you have a modern airport with Delta Airlines and everybody else here moving us forward. I'm back to Atlanta to continue the civil rights movement building on top of the civil rights movement. Love and light. Keep pushing for Dr. King's sake.